Hey everybody, I know it's late, but this is another video that I really wanted to do. And I'm going to talk about Juneteenth for a moment. Now, I don't celebrate Juneteenth. I know it's considered a federal holiday now. Whoop-de-effing-do. So banks, postal delivery people, and several other businesses that are government involved get to shut down on that day. Yay. So what? I understand what Juneteenth is all about. I'll take the day off work, but I just don't care. I don't care. Okay? So the slaves out there in Texas somewhere in 1865 or 1866 or whatever, they got freed too. You know, it was a late thing because the white slave owners out there in Texas didn't want the slaves to know that they were free. Bad thing, I get it, but to act as if this is America's second Independence Day, I don't care. I don't see it. I don't get it. So, over the course of 3 days, the 18th, the 19th, the 20th, and for some people the 21st, they were celebrating. Some people started celebrating on the 17th too. But, you know, there were little community set up parades, get-togethers in parks, separate people, you know, their families getting together for Juneteenth and everything. And this was some of the most violent period. This is a holiday that black folks have been pushing for years. So why is it with this? Juneteenth was NYC's deadliest day for shootings in 2023 so far. Okay. So how many shootings happened? Fatal shootings spanned 11 hours and 3 boroughs and were all seemingly unrelated. Why? Next one, D.C. celebrates Juneteenth in the shadow of deadly gun violence. Shootings on Juneteenth weekend leave at least 12 dead and more than 100 injured. Mass shootings in communities across the U.S. have killed at least 12 people since Friday and injured more than 100. The shootings follow a rise in homicides, blah, 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 blah. Shootings with multiple people killed or wounded happen in suburban Chicago, Washington State, central Pennsylvania, St. Louis, Idaho, Southern California, and Baltimore, among other places. Why? Why? On Juneteenth, you people can't stop killing one another? Come the F on. Now, in Illinois, Missouri, and Washington, a night of gun violence injured more than 30 people. So 4 people killed, dozens injured in chaotic night of mass shootings across the country. Okay. Juneteenth violence, at least 8 killed, dozens injured during Saturday shootings. And this was on June 21st, published on June 21st. This is just ridiculous. So Colorado, California, Michigan, Pennsylvania, Indiana, and South Carolina, among others, with at least 33 wounded, according to authorities and multiple reports. Parades, picnics, and lessons in history were offered Saturday to commemorate Juneteenth in the U.S., just 2 days after Congress and President Biden created a federal holiday to observe the end of slavery. But the day was also marked with tragedy for some. Oakland, California, of course, 22-year-old man was killed and 6 others wounded in a shooting in Oakland. 5 other victims, males ages 16 to 27, and 2 adult women were hospitalized in stable condition. Philadelphia, police say a triple shooting killed 2 men and wounded a 3-year-old boy. Baton Rouge, Louisiana, 2 people were killed and 4 others were wounded. Granger, Indiana, 5 people were shot, 1 fatally. Aurora, Colorado, 1 person died and 4 others were wounded. Clover, South Carolina, at least 3 people were shot during a late night Juneteenth celebration. That's not too far from where I live. One of the victims was a 17-year-old boy. Flint, Michigan. Oh, good. Sorry. Flint, Michigan. A 19-year-old Michigan woman died after exchanging gunfire with a police officer who was controlling traffic near a weekend Juneteenth parade, authorities say. The Flint officer was fired upon by the lone occupant of a vehicle who drove up to him at the traffic point. Upon taking fire, the officer returned fire, striking the suspect. The woman was identified as Brianna Sykes, 19, of Flint. I just call her Dumb Bitty, because there's just no other way. This is why black folks can't have nice things. This is why. Because black folks can't stop killing one another. It's June fucking 10th and you people just... What? What? So fucking frustrating. And I've seen videos scattered over Twitter where you got black folks booty shaking and twerk dancing, pants hanging off their ass, women with their booties hanging out their shorts, fighting. I've seen at least 7 videos on Twitter during Juneteenth where you got people just mass fighting, beating the crap out of one another, women fighting one another, pulling each other's weave out of their hair, grabbing and punching each other in the titties. Why would you want to go to a Juneteenth celebration? Folks is going to be acting like this. Why would you take your kids? Might as well take them to a drag queen show at this rate. Just ridiculous. It's just effing ridiculous, folks. Gives me no reason to celebrate Juneteenth coming up next year if people are going to be acting like this, even in my home state. Screw it. It's just not effing worth it. If human beings are going to act like this, I really don't want any part of it. It's not worth the waste of time. We made it a federal... Biden and them made it a federal holiday. Whoop-de-effing-do. It doesn't mean anything to me. You just don't gain anything, and folks just acting a fool. I'm just not in the mood. We just can't have nice things, even on Juneteenth. All right, folks. Hopefully another video coming up soon, but either way, have a good day and a good night. Take care, everyone.